The phone,
I've done,
yeah, that text message.
contacted each of them. I've come up estimating that I'll need $12,000 transferred from you all to the sheriff's budget on line item 6 for overtime. I've had to rearrange
What's the date on that
schedules
meeting?
and put everybody on day shift in order to adjust the overtime off. And that's done nothing but hurting the county, the people in the county. I'd like to have that. I'm gonna need, around $30,000 also added to the sheriff's budget on line item 21 for fuel. My overtime money is 0. And the last night that we worked an evening, I told my deputy he needed to go home on time. He got a meth lab. He ended up having to work over 5 hours waiting for the cleanup crew. That's something you can't budget for. You know, it's law that we have to sit with that meth lab until somebody comes to clean it up. And I also would like to get $12,418 added to line item number 3. That would bring my deputy salaries up pretty current to what the lowest paid personnel is from the jail or the road department. And I'd like to see if I could get $78,000 for 2 more deputies. It would help decrease the overtime. And it's very badly needed, as I know you all know that already. Some of this stuff I do need today. The overtime money and the fuel.
What about that meth lab, Sheriff, you was talking about, you located, you said you had to leave somebody there.
Yeah.
What about in the future, calling the constables out to stand there until somebody?
I think that would be a huge liability on the county.
Well, they're bonded, and they're elected officials.
It was also, he was getting off at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know that you can reach them at that time to get up and come out.
Casey, you mean you're not allowed to have no overtime at all with any of the deputies?
I do not have any money to pay them overtime. And I had to place them all on day shift, so when they do have to stay over, I've still got people out and they can take their time off to make up for it,
Well,
to adjust it.
that's obviously I was here to tell them. For a sheriff's department that can't work the deputies overtime, as much drugs and crime that's going on in this county, I think that's a crying shame.
I agree 100%.
They can do, if you could do overtime with the jail, the road department, and other departments, and our protection for the old people we need. I remember a couple of years ago, we made a motion to hire 2 new deputies, which is $90,000. And the motion passed,
57 pickup.
and when the budget was made, it was jerked out. We didn't get it.
I wasn't here at that time, but
Well, we need protection here in the county.
Do you have any deputies at all on second and third shift?
No, not at this time.
This county's not
Except
protected
me.
yet.
I am on call 7 on 4. But I can't cover it all by myself.
I don't know who's calling these
What about the
then.
5 deputies, official reports?
That's terrible.
2 of them go on days, and even one on midnights.
Well, like I said, you get a meth lab, you're not allowed to leave. I can't adjust their time off if there's only 1 per shift. And that's what I've got.
All I can say, this business right here, along with that jail, was something we inherited
and it wasn't took care of then. And I don't know how we can just take care of it in the middle of the year. I have no idea about what our funds are to take care of something that's already been budgeted for a year.
Which of these numbers, Stacy, is for the overtime?
The overtime is the first one, the 12,000.
That's for how long?
That should carry me through the rest of the calendar year.
Don't you owe some back now?
Yes,
It's back over time?
yeah.
You can't
Which
use
I'm adjusting their time off
Oh,
because they're all working the same shift.
Yeah.
I can adjust their time off, and get it back.
you can't use comp time.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what it's
Oh, you're
called.
doing that now, okay.
But you can't do that if I've got them on days and evenings, and there's only one out per shift. There ain't gonna be nobody out there, adjust it off.
2 hours, they go
Yeah.
home, and there's somebody there 2 hours.
Casey, I would suggest next year when you make the budget, that whoever makes it needs to look ahead at some of these things that can happen and has happened in the past. That's where your budget has got to look ahead 2 or 3 years, or you can't make a budget. What's happened in the past and what's gonna happen in the future. Because we gotta have sheriff protection.
What happened the last 4 years? You setting up a,
We didn't have no restrictions on the overtime, Eugene.
they didn't come and ask you for none.
Well, they worked some overtime out there.
I don't know about that.
Can you all work overtime, Lucy?
Sure.
They worked overtime, Eugene.
Yeah, but he didn't come and ask for
Did
money.
you have any restrictions on your overtime you couldn't work or what?
No.
Y'all had a free reign, work all the overtime you wanted, didn't
It
you?
wasn't a free reign, overtime was worked whenever overtime was needed.
That's what I thought.
Was the money there?
Gas was $4 a gallon either.
Now, 4 or 5 years ago, gas was $4.50 a gallon. At one time, 'cause that's about it for the estimate.
Where's that? Was that Chicago?
Just as a curiosity, anything we did try to work for, get some money for overtime, where would we be able to draw it?
That's what I don't understand.
Since February, I've told you all that I will
Since
need,
February, we went into the budget, the first of the year, I mean, quite high year. Am I wrong or right on that?
your all's budget started in July.
I know when ours
And I
started.
told you
But I'm
from
talking about
February
sheriff.
on that I will need just before the end of the year.
So that don't mean we got it to give.
I don't know where we're gonna get it in, Casey.
I mean, that's,
You know, Junior, we had that meeting here back a few weeks ago. You know, we really, the fee office, fiscal court, don't have to put 1 penny in the sheriff department. And, you know, courtesy, we do give you 5 deputies.
I do, and I think that's to help the citizens of Carter County, not the sheriff's department. And they continue to need the help.
You know, we don't deny it.
I mean, I've got a lot of roads that I'd like to fix too, but I can't do it.
And it don't feel a lot of good to have roads, and keep them safe.
Tell you what, a lot of people like to have them.
You ain't taking very good care of the roads.
I mean,
I know some of them up Denton fell apart.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Bunch of them.
I don't know where your money go. Weeds growed up, can't see to get around the curve. Money's all going to the jail.
That's where it is.
We all wanna go down there and take it.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. I was just up there at that training, that guy said that they had better conditions than what we got outside.
Take half of the money away from the jail that he's been wanting and give it to the sheriff's department.